before sizoqala ngale lesson, I would like to say this. It's important that you have a basic understanding of a probability. You know how to sketch a Venn diagram, how to use the probability equation. You know what we mean by the intersection of events, the union of events, the complement of events as well. Ne? So lana sizowenza the fundamental laws of a probability. So lana I have a summary of the two rules. Angeke siwa derive lama rules lawo, but what I'm going to do ngizokhombisa ukuthi wa apply kanjani. Lama rules lawa, number 1, rule number 2. It's just a set of equations. A set of equations, which by the way uzowasebenzisa even ka grade 11 as well as ka grade 12. Yes, so lento le uzohamba nayo all the way up until uze uqede isikole. So it's important ukuthi ukwazi, uyabona. Now, so this is the summary of the two rules. Rule number 1, the probability of A or B, this is union, or stands for union. It's equal to the probability of event A plus the probability of event B minus the probability of A and B, and stands for intersection, right? This is rule number 1. Rule number 2, the probability of not A is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. Sometimes this thing is so, or the probability of not, we place something like an apostrophe over the letter A equal to 1 minus probability of A. So ungamangali now uthola an equation like this. It A apostrophe close bracket. It means that it's not A. Yes, it's not A. So it's just a set of equations. Bazokupha ama values. Maybe bathi you are given the probability of not A, you have to calculate the probability A. Into ezifana nalezo. It's just an equation. You just plug in ama values, then you find ama answers wako. Let's take our first example just to show good lama laws wa apply kanjani la. So yeah, example 1, if probability of A is equal to 0.7, the probability of B is equal to 0.5, and then the probability of A and B is equal to 0.5, but it's calculated to probability of A or B, right? So we are going to use or apply rule number 1. So A, so the probability of A or B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A and B, equal to, I have the probability of A 0.7, yeah, substitute the probability of B 0.5, I substitute, minus the probability of A and B 0.4, so substitute. So 0.7 plus 0.5, it should be 1.2, but let's check, equal to, yes, 1.2 minus 0.4, I should get to 0.8. 0.8, the answer is like that. B, calculate the probability of not A. The probability of not A is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. By the way, you can also use ama Venn diagrams to solve lama questions now. A, no B. Are you aware? Are you aware of that? I hope you are. But lana we are applying ama probability law. So ama laws of probability, it's sort of like a simpler way of simplifying amanye problems like probability, instead of having to sketch any event diagram. So ama probability laws ayenza life ibe a bit easier nyana. So equal to 1 minus the probability of it's 1 minus the probability of A 0.7, so answer it should be 0.3. And then for C, alright, for this one we can also apply the rules. Check this out, we can also apply the rules. I think remove it, logo. We can also apply the rules. if you are creative enough, right? Okay, you should see this, guys. The probability of, so sebenzisa rule number 2, by the way. So sebenzisa rule number 2, by the way. So the probability of not A, the probability of not A is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. Right? So since ngifuna the probability of not A or B, right? So lo A, it can be any value, man. It can be A, it can be B, it can be C, it can be A and B, it can be A or B, it can be C or D, it doesn't matter. But okusalayo ukuthi if it's not ngapha kuyoba 1 minus the probability of that event. So for example, it's probability of not A or B. Lana it was not A, ngapha kwaba probability of A. So ngapha it's probability of not A or B. Means that you have 1 minus the probability of A or B. Guess what? So calculate here now. Probability of A or B is 0.8, so it's 1 minus 0.8 equal to 1 minus 0.2. Now answer it. Kanjalo ke. Let's take another example. Example number 2. If the probability of not A is equal to 0.25, the probability of A or B is equal to 0.8, and the probability of A and B is equal to 0.5, determine probability A. Check this out again. Check this out. Lana I given probability of not A, I have this. I am given the probability of A or B, I have this. The probability of A and B, I also have this. Better for the first question, but let's calculate the probability of Bani A. The probability of A. I can calculate the probability of A. Now the probability of A ngapha using which one? Using rule number 2. Ngoba I have this. Ngiyovele substitute and calculate the unknown. So A, so rule number 2, not A, is equal to 1 minus the probability of A. I just substitute lang 0.25, 1 minus probability A, the probability of A, so the probability of A is over equal to, I just transpose the negative PA, ufika ngalabo positive PA, it's 1 minus 0.25. Lana it should be 0.6, no, 75. It should be, but as you check, oh yeah, 0.75. Let's do B here, man. B, I think B, the probability of B. Now that I have A, ngiyomthatha substitute ngapha, then calculate ubani B. So probability A or B I do have now 0.8 equal to probability of A 0.75 plus the probability of B minus probability A and B is 0.15. So therefore 0.8 minus 0.75 plus 0.15 is equal to the probability of B. Just I moved all the values to the left, ngashiya probability of B, so as to make probability B the subject of the formula. Minus 0.75 plus 0.15, answer 0.2. So answer to 0.2. So this is the probability of B. Now the probability of A and not B, this one angikhona ukuyicalculate again. This one angikhona ukuyicalculate using our probability laws, including with D, ngoba there's no way I can take this and plug it in kuleya equation. I don't have A and not B. D, I don't have not A or B lapha kuleya equation. Yabo, I either have not or A or B. So these two angikhona ukwa-apply. That's when the Venn diagram comes in the picture ke la. That's when the Venn diagram comes into the picture. So sizoti for C sinama events la now. Ubani A no B, A, B, and then we just have to start with intersection ke. Siqala la ku intersection sino 0,15, 0,15, then A, okay, probability A now la, probability B. So probability A, this value of the value for this circle komele kube 0,75. So therefore it's 0,15 in the center, so 0,75 minus 0,15 is equal to 0,6, like about 0,6. And then for B, you're about 0,2 minus 0,15. Answer 0,05. 0,05. That one 0,05. Okay, 0,05. And then you should make sure good now add alama probabilities lawa. Ne? Now add alama probabilities lawa. It should give you a value of 1. All the probabilities within a sample space, they should give you 1. So we say 0,6 plus 0,15 plus 0,05 is equal to, oops, I negezi u 1. So therefore 1 minus this answer, it should be, so it means outside lama circles nyoba no 0,2. So let us check. Let me check something. Okay, so 0,6 plus 0,15 plus 0,05, yeah, it's 0,8. The probability of A or B, it's 0,8. So I just added everything. I'm combining the two events. The union of A and B is equal to 0,8. So so correct. Everything is fine. Now sifuna ukuphendula le question ka C. The probability of A and not B. A and not B. A and not B. So now A, right? Now A, sifuna ukuphendula le answer le. Sisebenzisa the three concepts: intersection, union, as well as the complement of. So A, event A ilama values lawo 0,6 no 0,15. Not B, shukuthi into yokuqala oyenzayo, you just check this one, you mark out event A, then you mark out the complement of B, not B. So not B, this is B, not B, it's everything outside of B. So it's this one as well as this one. So and it's the intersection, and is the intersection. So where la unama mark I2 corner, the answer yakho ke le. So the probability of A and not B is equal to 0,6. Then for D, the probability of not A or B, so I think ngaphinde draw lelo kanje le, this thing le Venn diagram, I think sebenzise yona, but first I think rabe la konje bese no 0,05, then that was 0,6. okay, perfect. Low 0,05 ne akabonakali kahle, but this is 0,05, 0,015, not 0,05. Anyway, D sifuna not A. Nangu A, not A, it's this one and this one. B, nangu B lana. This is B, this is B. So the answer here to it's where we have ama marks everywhere. For O, it's the union, meaning we add everything or every value in a mark. So it's this one, and this one. So the answer here to la, the probability of not A or B is equal to 0.15 le value le in a mark x plus 0.05 in a mark plus 0.2 is equal to 0.15 plus 0.05 plus 0.2. Answer 0.4. 0.4. The only difference if there's a or, we are add where everything in a mark. For and, since it's an intersection, lagnama mark I2 call. That's your answer. For or, you add them up. For and, where there's 2 marks, that is your answer. Okay. So yeah, this is it about our fundamental laws of probability. I hope we enjoy this lesson. In the description box, check it out. There are other lessons related to grade 10 probability. So yeah, asponane on the next lesson. Bye bye.